Are there things that you're loving and hating about cruising? As much as I love it, I have to admit there are some things that aren't my favorite right now. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now, I love cruising, but I have to admit I have been cruising for about 20 years, and there are some things right now for a bunch of different circumstances that I'm kind of on a personal level not enjoying as much, but there are other things that I'm absolutely loving. I really just wanted to talk about that with you. And at the same time, I did want to share with you my upcoming cruise. Now, grab a coffee because this is going to be very much a very candid, personal chat. Now, before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please know that I would love to have you here within the Lifewell Cruise community. Let's get started. Okay, so I have about 10 things, and I am going to start off with the things that I'm really loving. And I have a feeling that you might like these things too, but I do want to hear from you down in the comments below. So firstly, the travel experiences, and in particular, I think the new travel experiences. I love that about cruising. It just has not gotten old for me, no matter how many cruises that I've done. Recently, we went on a Norway cruise. Oh my goodness, was that ever fantastic? By the way, look out for that video. That is coming out probably next. That was so good, along with a land trip just before to Amsterdam. This is probably still one of my absolute top favorite reasons to cruise. Number 2, meeting people on cruise ships, and in particular, meeting the people who watch this channel, or meeting some people who, follow me on Facebook, read my blogs, etc. It is so nice to be able to do that. And I think a lot of people who create content on YouTube, if they create content about other topics, it's really rare to be able to meet some of the people that actually watch you, that are part of your community, like in real life. And I think it's an incredible opportunity. I am just so grateful and appreciative when people do say hello. I love chatting when I have a chance. So I definitely really like this about cruising right now. Number 3, new ships versus older ships. Now, this one I have a little bit of a struggle with. Do I prefer exploring a new ship or going back to like an older, more familiar ship? Now, as much as I love going on new cruise ships, and that is pretty exciting, there is something that I really like about revisiting familiar older ships. Somehow it feels a little bit like coming home. And actually, the cruise that we are doing that is coming up, we've been on that ship before, and I'm kind of looking forward to just being able to go into that ship and feel relaxed and welcome right away. Please let me know, by the way, what is it like for you? Do you prefer exploring a new ship, or do you like going back to a ship that you've sailed on before? Number 4, going to dinner on a cruise. I don't know why, but this never gets old. Now, firstly, I do like cruise food, so that is something. But beyond that, there is something about going out in the evening, getting a little bit ready for dinner. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but just knowing that we are going to be served, we're going to be able to look at a menu, decide what we want to eat, be able to have this relaxed conversation every single time we go to dinner. I absolutely love that. Number 5, embarkation day. Oh my goodness. Even though embarkation day is a little bit hectic, I usually get up early, even if we're in a hotel, try to get ready, make sure that our luggage tags are all on, maybe even rethink my embarkation day outfit depending on the weather. But there's something about getting to the cruise ship, crossing over the gangway into the cruise ship and seeing it for the first time. It is always exciting on every ship that I go on. Number 6, mornings on my balcony. Now, years ago, I used to book interior cabins, and I still will book inside cabins. As a matter of fact, for next year, I have booked an inside cabin for a couple of reasons on a cruise. More on that in a future video. But overall, I've just really started to appreciate those times of solitude in the morning time, ideally with coffee. But even without a coffee, just going out on my balcony, just hearing the gentle sound of the waves before you hear any of the other sounds of the cruise, I absolutely love that. Number 7, having time to be with my husband, Frank, and my son, Ethan, while we're on cruises. Now, Frank and I started cruising for our 10th anniversary back in 2004. So we are now married 30 years and we have 20 years of cruising. behind us. And after that, we started to do family cruises, and we raised our 2 kids on those family cruises. We have made incredible bonds. I absolutely love it when we can do family cruises, even still with my older son, Julian, as well. And we've done multi-generational cruises where we have gone with my in-laws, where we've gone with my parents. We've even gone with my brother and his family in the past. It has been such a wonderful part of our lives. And as a matter of fact, we are going to be bringing my parents on an upcoming cruise in September. More on that in a future cruise. But I really am still so happy to be able to do this as a family. Now, I do have 3 things that I'm actually not liking about cruising very much right now. And this is very much on a personal level, by the way. But I realize I do have 11 things and not 10, but that's okay. We're going to go with that. So number 8, something that I really do like about cruising right now for me is packing. I can't believe I like packing this much, but somehow it feels like a little bit of a ritual before going on a cruise. I enjoy even getting, a new dress or 2. Sometimes it's a new bag. I really enjoy getting prepared for that cruise, thinking about what I might wear, even maybe pick up a new cruise essential or 2. And of course, oftentimes making a video. Now, by the way, I'm often asked about what type of luggage that I use. It is level 8. This video is not sponsored, but in case you are interested, I am going to leave their link as well as a discount code that you can use down below in the description in case you do want to check that out. Okay, so now for the things that I'm not liking very much about cruising right now. And honestly, these are very much, take some coffee, some things on a personal level. So not having balance. Now, you know that I do this channel. There's nothing that I would rather do. We feel so blessed to be able to be cruising and integrating our life and our business around this. I am so happy I do this, but being honest, I am a little bit tired. And my husband and I, we are feeling a little bit like we probably work too much on this. Now, I know sometimes it doesn't look like a lot of work, and I'm not complaining at all, by the way. But when we go on a cruise, we're working a lot. We're filming our long form videos. We're also taking a lot of short form content for future reels. We're taking notes for blog posts. We are all really working a lot on the cruise. And something I'm realizing is that I'm not enjoying my time on cruises as much as I want to be. I'm not balancing as much as I want to be. And the same thing is true at home. Because we work from home and we integrate our family life into our business, Frank and I had been finding that we were working 7 days a week, and we've been doing this for a long time. And about 10 days ago, we had a talk and we said, you know what, we just have to make a change. Now, of course, I'm not leaving my channel. I'm not doing anything like that. And I think it's going to be fine. But we decided we're going to work 5.5 days a week. So basically, we're going to work Monday through Friday. We're going to work half a day on Saturday. So basically, till about 12 or 1 o'clock. And then we're going to shut things off, and we're going to take Sunday off. We're going to rejuvenate. I think it's going to be really good for us. And there's that expression, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. And we've been very much functioning from this way of thinking. And it's a good way of thinking. But something I realized is if you do what you love and you never work a day in your life, then you also never rest a day in your life, and you're never not thinking about work. And that is not good and healthy for anybody. So that's basically something. And I'm really looking forward to my next cruise for that, because it is a cruise where we've been on this ship before. I'm going to share it in just a couple of minutes, but it's also a destination we've been to before. I love it. And for me, it epitomizes relaxation and the whole reason we love to cruise. Number 10, crowds. Now, as much as I'm a social person, I have to admit, I do not like crowds, not only on cruise ships, but I don't like concerts. I don't like to go places where it's going to be very, very busy. And so that is something that I'm not loving about cruising sometimes. The good thing, though, honestly, is that I've always found on cruise ships, and I still find this to be the case, there are a lot of places that are quite quiet on cruise ships. So I really do seek out those places. And I think that is one of the reasons that we've been getting a balcony more recently. I just love, even if it's for those times, like I mentioned, sometimes we're working a lot on a cruise, but if I can get out to the balcony and I can do a little bit of work on the balcony, or just no work at all, but just sit on the balcony and watch the waves, It is so rejuvenating for me. I absolutely love it. Now, even in terms of the cruise ports, we've started to realize that some of our favorite places that we've always gone to, they've become very crowded. In particular, some of the popular beaches, for instance, in St. Thomas or even in Bermuda. So something that we are going to be doing on our next cruise is actually searching out some of those maybe hidden gems, some of those places that are a little bit more secluded, some things that are still tourist orientated in terms of convenience, but maybe just a little bit lesser known. So that is going to be something that I'm going to be seeking out on future cruises. Okay, so I have one more thing that I hate, and then I'm going to be sharing with you our upcoming cruise. And the other thing I hate, I don't think I ever talked about it before on this channel, but is the last day of the cruise. Now, I don't mean disembarkation day. I really mean the last day of the cruise, like that full day. Because I usually wake up thinking, oh, there's a couple of things that I didn't do yet. I really wanted to do. I thought I had so much time. And there are still things remaining, especially on a 7-day cruise. The other thing that I hate doing is packing up at the end of the cruise. As much as packing for a cruise is fun and exciting, packing up at the end of the cruise, it just never gets easier. And every single time we always debate, should we do the assisted disembarkation, putting our luggage out in the hallway, or should we do self-disembarkation, which usually means having to carry some of our luggage down the stairs because the elevators are going to be full. It is a debate we have each and every time, and honestly, I still hate it. Please let me know your own thoughts and experiences. Do you feel the same? Please let me know down in the comments below. So our next cruise is a place that we absolutely love going, with a cruise line that I am so excited to sail with again. So we are going to be sailing to Bermuda on the Norwegian Joy. Now, I was on the Norwegian Joy before, so I love this. I love being able to go back onto a cruise ship that I've sailed with before. I particularly like on Norwegian Joy the waterfront area. I just think that this is one area on cruises. I can't believe other cruise lines really haven't jumped on this. I think it's such a brilliant ship design, and I can't wait to go back to Bermuda. One of the nice things about sailing to Bermuda is the fact that we are going to be docked 2 nights in Bermuda, so a total of 3 days to be able to come and go. And I think that that more relaxing pace is honestly going to do us good. At the same time, packing is going to be easy because this is basically a warm weather cruise. And I like cruising with Norwegian because I don't have to think about what to wear at dinner. Now, it doesn't mean I'm still not going to bring dresses. It's how I dress even at home. But I don't really have to stress. And I have to say, I think my husband and son are happy. They will not be bringing any suits on this cruise. Now, I'm working with Norwegian Cruise Line on this cruise, and I am really excited for that. We have specific things that we are going to be doing for their channel. And I have something kind of exciting that we're going to be doing on my channel. I'll share that in an upcoming video, but I cannot wait, and I am going to be well organized for this, so I do have balance on this cruise. Now, I know so many of you are going to be going to Bermuda, or you love Bermuda, so I'd love to have your questions about that because I'm going to be sharing that in a first impressions video from the cruise ship. But the other thing is, I know so many people love to cruise with Norwegian, whether it's for their freestyle cruises, whether it's for all of the different food options they have, whether it's for free at sea. Yes, that is very good. So let me know all of your questions that I can answer about Norwegian Cruise Line as well. Now, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I'd love to hear from you. What are some of the things that you're loving and maybe not loving so much about your own cruising journey right now? Please let me know down in the comments below. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now, and happy cruising.